Again. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to part two of Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. My name is Susan LaCroix, and joining me from afar is Julie, my gorgeous daughter
Oh,
and mother of four of my grandchildren.
oh,
I
good
have to
good
brag.
afternoon, everybody.
My grandchildren are all wonderful. All of them are just, I'm so blessed. I
They
really,
are so amazing.
they really are. Yeah,
Eight altogether, right?
eight altogether. Yes. Yep.
So
Oh,
blessed.
I am very blessed. Your dad and I talk about it all the time. We love having our grandkids here. I really do. I just enjoy them so much and enjoy their energy.
We were just talking this week because we just had another birthday. And so now there are
Yeah.
um four of the eight grands are over 21 now.
Oh,
And so they're all becoming adults and getting bigger and not running around the house like they used
I
to.
know. I miss it. Running in and out and us yelling at them to shut the door. But they enjoy spending time together. So, I mean, cousin
Yeah,
time is precious. And the older
absolutely.
they get, the harder it is for them to
Yes.
have cousin time,
Yes.
So, anyway, oh well, and life goes on.
Yep.
So Julie, what have you been up to this week?
Oh, all the same stuff. We had another archery tournament this weekend, and tonight is the archery banquet, celebrating almost the end of a season. The archery season for us is very long. It starts in October, November. They start practicing, and tournaments start in December and go through. Well, this was the second state tournament this weekend, the 3D state tournament. And then typically we go to nationals, which is in May. So their season is like the whole school year almost.
Wow.
And so the banquet is the end of the season for most of the team. And then usually it's just the top archers who go on to the national tournament. But that's typically included our archers because they're amazing.
They are. And Elise, just have to say it again. So
Oh my
proud of that
gosh.
girl. She is the state champion.
The state champion in Illinois for the Bullseye. And we're filming this before the 3D tournament, so we'll see how that goes. Maybe she'll medal.
Uh-huh.
Anna's participating as well, and I'm just excited to see how their high school career is going. The trajectory is is up, and they're doing amazing things.
Wow. It really, truly is amazing. And to watch them, and just the focus and the how they hit that target is beyond me. I mean, I just I'd be out the window and people would be ducking. Well, I'll stamp instead. So why don't I flip to my desktop and get started? All right. So this week we are using some online exclusives from the January release. And, as soon as I saw this, I bought the whole suite. Just hands down, just whoop, boom, click the one number, put it in my cart. So, and I thought I bought another pack of paper, but I apparently didn't. So I'll share what's left. So, but we're going to start with the bundles. So this is the first one. It's called Mixed Florals. It is a photopolymer set of seven. It's got two large flower images, a smaller image, a leaf, and three cute little ladybugs. Which, when I first saw this online, I didn't even catch the ladybugs in there. And then there's
Same.
dies, right? And there's dies to go with them. There's a set of 11 dies, and that you can cut multiple butterflies. So you can cut two.
Ladybugs.
I, but ladybugs, you can cut two of each. And all the images in the stamps you can die cut plus this grass, which I didn't do anything with, but I'm thinking my next card is gonna use that. Okay, so that is the first bundle, mixed florals. The second bundle is called mixed labels. And so this is the verses. It's a set of 10 cling. It's got a label die. It's got this cute little flower, which maybe I'll use that instead. And then some greetings. So thank you. Your kindness made my day for a great friend. I'm so glad we're friends with sympathy. Just a note to let you know you're on my mind. You're pretty wonderful and happy anniversary. And I like the mixed font. So that has dies that go with it as well. So in addition to the stamped label, there's these other labels. I love this one.
Mm-hmm.
And a little, I guess this is like a little fence, huh?
I think it's like a crosshatch
Oh, a
detail.
crosshatch. You know what? I haven't used that yet either. But yes. So oh, I guess I did pull those flowers already. Okay. And so those the mixed labels. It also has this plaster painting 3D embossing folder. And so it's a large one, it's a long one. And so that is, I really like that. Right, reminds me of your grandmother who used to paint.
I was just thinking that.
And then we have these embellishments that go with it. And these are low profile dots, and they really are. I don't think you can really see it on camera, but you've got some gold ones and you've got some, I don't know if these are one of the pinks. Could be a light flirty flamingo or eclipse coral or something. So those are there. Now, here's what's left of my paper. So I've used everything but this little piece
Oh,
of the it's like the embossing folder really. The flip side, and this really doesn't show anything, is it's like it has this design all around the border that you can cut. We've had that in other
is
uh,
that another strip of it on the left?
right here.
Yeah.
Yes. So that you can cut and make a bunch of different cards and have this on there. So yes, this is it. This is what I have left of that sheet. There's this piece, which I was going to use. And so that kind of dictated some of my colors, and then I changed my mind. Um, and then the flip side of this is mostly there's a lot of black and white on this.
Hmm.
And then there is this one, which I also considered using, but then I thought it was too busy and it would fight with my stamped image. So, and the flip side of this is some black and white little flowers. And then this black and white, which are great, is great for watercoloring. You could certainly watercolor these. And then some of the plaster painting in these colors. And then smaller little plaster
Just
painting
brush strokes.
brush strokes. Thank you, Julie. And some, I guess, garden green. I think that's the green in here, although I didn't use garden green. So that is what I have left of the paper. So hopefully if you've watched Julie's, she had it all. All right, let me bring out. Oh, the other thing I did use Spotlight on Nature circle dies, and I used the second largest circle.
Up a little bit. We couldn't see them. There you go. I'm so happy those are going to carry over. There was like a rumor that they weren't,
Mm,
but they're still going to be available in the new catalog
so excellent. All right, so
online.
let me bring out my supplies. Uh, we're starting with a piece of Calypso coral. Um, yeah,
Can
this
you
is Calypso coral.
scoot that up just a little bit? There.
My camera's at a funny angle, so I have to keep moving things up. 4¼ by 11 inches, and I scored it at 1 inch and then at 6 inches. And then I have the white circle that I die cut. I have a piece of basic white, 4 inches by 5 inches, and that's going on the inside. Now here is my embossed piece of this designer series paper. So just to give you an idea of the back again, but and I embossed it with the embossing folder.
I like how that looks with the extra texture.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah. Okay. All right. So those are basically my pieces. Oh no, I have this piece too. And this is 3/4 of an inch by 4 inches. I think those are all my pieces now. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to do some stamping and coloring. And I'm using Memento ink and I have some blends. Get over there. Now I'm using some balmy blue because that's the color that's in this paper. And even though the cardstock is gone, the last time I looked, it's boho blue, not balmy blue, boho blue. But I'm using the boho blue blend. As far as I know, they're still available. The last time I looked, I won't guarantee it, but yeah. All right. Get all my other little stamps here. So let's stamp this image. I know you can't see what I'm doing. I apologize. My producer will yell at me.
Just constructive feedback.
No, it's just, hey, move up. We can't see what you're doing.
Yeah.
All right. I debated about which flower to use and decided on this one because I think it fits the card better. I think the other one was too big. The tulips. Okay.
Yeah, that stamp really takes up the whole card. The other one.
Yeah. All right. So let me see. I think this one I want. I don't know why I put this ink over there. I need it. All right, so I'm going to stamp. No, that's not the one I want. This one. It's hard for me to see sometimes until I get it inked because it's so little. Little ladybug we're going to die cut. And then I think we're going to stick a couple of these on the inside in the corner. Oh, just stamp it, Susan. All right, and then I want to stick my greeting for a great friend, which is from the mixed labels. I'm going to stick that right about there. Oh, got to move it down so I can see it. I can't see through it, so I don't like that.
Flip it over, two sides to every paper.
That's right. Oh, that's not much better. Oh well, it is what it is. Now I'm going to take my ladybugs and I'm going to stamp some on here. Because why not, right? Okay.
I love that extra detail.
Yeah, I think now I'm done with my stamping. If not, I'll fix it later. All right, so I'm going to take my dark Calypso Coral and color in the ladybugs here. Because I have seen orange ladybugs, red ladybugs, orangey red ladybugs, and even some like dark yellow ones.
Mm-hmm. We have a lot of that color, like that dark yellow, almost orange, but not quite.
Yeah. All right. Get them out of the way and work on these boys and girls. All right. So let's take the boho blue. I'm gonna miss this color so much. And do our little flowers. I wanted to bring the boho blue from the designer series paper forward.
I love that, the way it ties in.
Yeah. So that is what I'm doing. Now I already have one done and colored and die cut, so I may not, just for the sake of time. I always feel like people are yawning as they're watching me color.
I think watching someone color can be very relaxing.
It can be. Should I do the inside the same color? I didn't on my sample.
You did it a different color?
I did. I did it. I think I did it either Flirty Flamingo or Calypso Coral.
I think however you're moved.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with blue. Show this baby some love before it's gone forever, which won't be long.
Yeah, I'm so sad that boho blue and all the in colors are going away. It's really interesting because there's some designer papers that are going to carry over at least for a little while that include some of those in colors. So make sure you get your cardstock and other things to match your favorite papers.
Yeah, minus the boho blue, because that
Yeah.
cardstock is gone. But I was surprised at the amount of designer series paper that has carried over.
Yeah.
And I printed off the last Chad's list, and I've got to clear some room so I can clear the shelves. But at first I want to kind of get my new stuff kind of ready to go. All right, so I'm using Dark Daffodil Delight for the center of the cone flowers. And I don't know what color cone flowers are. Do they come in a variety of colors? I really don't know.
I think so. I always use the designer paper as my inspiration when I'm choosing colors.
I usually do, but I didn't this time. I just decided to go with my whatever I wanted to use. So
Exercise creative license. I love it.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I'm using some dark and light granny apple green for the leaves. We don't have garden green blends, but I just wanted to use this. Anyway, and I think
Why don't we have garden green
I
blend?
don't know. Stampin' Up! If you're listening, please. We want garden green blends. There must be a reason.
Yeah.
Don't know what it could be. Oh,
Maybe old olive is just so popular they think nobody will buy.
well, I don't know. Especially around the holidays, garden green is such a staple for.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I started with the dark, and then I'm just going to burnish the light and kind of pull some of that garden green in, garden green, the darker in, and it kind of almost has a garden green look to it. I inadvertently grabbed lemon lime twist, and I started. It was like no, 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 that's
Oh,
too bright. All right. Oh, I need to do the stems. I mean, sometimes I start with the light, add some dark, and go back with the light. Sometimes I just um, use one color. Didn't I? No, I don't think I did. All right. And then what I did is kind of the same thing. I took the dark Calypso Coral and I just kind of went around like one side and along the bottom of the petal. Trying to be careful. I used to tell you kids, it's okay if you color outside the lines. It's your
yeah.
Your project. You can color it any which way you want. And then I'm just trying to burnish. Oh, I should tell you this color. It is dark flirty flamingo. And the original designer series paper I was going to use had both of these colors in it, which is why I went this route. But then I changed things up and thought I'm still going to keep it because it's okay to mix colors when you're blending. You don't have to use the same color in light and dark for coloring your images. So do some experimenting. I'm curious, leave me a comment. How many of you have this, any or all of this suite?
Me.
Okay, well, you get the idea. I did this flower the exact same, and then I die cut it, and there it is.
Oh, pretty.
And so I've got my little greeting tab here, and I'll move this out of the way, move these out of the way. And now we'll start doing some assembly. So this is I'm doing kind of a match book card. You've done these before, right, Jay?
Yeah, it's been a little while, but always a
Yeah,
fun design.
it is. And then this one's going to flip down, and I'm going to crease it here, although that little flap is going to come up. And so the struggle I'm having is keeping this up. So I was debating whether or not I should try to put this here so that it kind of catches it. I don't know. What do you think, Jules?
So you're trying to keep, excuse me, what are you trying to keep up?
I'm trying to keep this flap down.
Oh. Well, traditionally, I always used a stapler to kind of staple the center of it, and
Really?
then the top flap kind of tucks underneath.
Deep. I had
Does your piece go all, you'd have to trim a little bit off the end so that there's room if you stapled it. You could also use like a line of glue at the very bottom of the fold, but
Oh.
you'd still have to cut a bit
Hmm.
off the.
All right. Well, let's try that. Let's be adventurous. If it doesn't work, well, it doesn't work. But I don't know that I have a stapler handy. So I'm going to cut like maybe there. That should do it, right?
I think so.
All right. Then I wonder if this is going to fit. Let me just trim a little bit off there too, just to be safe. I could have gone from the top, which is what I should have done.
It's all right.
Oh dear. Okay. All right. So let me glue this one on. All right. So let me stick, like, would a glue dot, do you think, do it?
Yeah, you can try that.
Because it's strong and it's
Uh-huh.
little. So just right down here in the corner, right? Or in the center?
Yeah, like right by the fold. I think you want to keep it as close to the fold as you can so that your top will be able to tuck underneath.
Yeah, let me just take it off so I can see better. So like in the center, right about there. Huh.
Yeah.
And then just go ahead and fold it up this way?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. I
And
tr
so the whole idea with the matchbook style is that it the top kind of tucks in to that flap.
Right, right. I guess that's better. Okay. Oop. Yeah, just pull it up, Susan. That's right.
Oh, you might need a couple glue dots or
Yeah, I'm thinking
um,
because that popped right off. So let me just grab another one or two.
yeah, so typically like a staple right in the center, and then the piece that you have to go over the top would hide the staple. Um,
Yeah, I wonder if I should just try to grab a stapler real quick. Never thought of a stapler. That's why you're the big boss.
oh,
I wonder how many demonstrators have their first recruit after over 20 years.
what do you mean?
Well, I was your first recruit. You were a demonstrator for, I don't think, even 6 months, right?
Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 months.
Something like that. All right, let's give that a go. All right, so in the meantime, let's just get cranking here on this. So we're going to put this guy on the top. Wonder if I need to cut this down.
You probably do since you cut the card front down.
Yep.
It doesn't fit exactly now.
Yep, yep, yep. So we'll just cut it at the same thing. Now I like to use liquid glue on embossed, just because of all the crevices and stuff. I don't want it popping off.
Good tip.
And I don't mind using my favorite adhesive. So my measurements will be slightly off on that. All right, so now this is going to go over here. And again, I'm going to use liquid glue on the back of this.
So I would suggest trying to tuck your cardstock so that when you
Oh,
center your
sure.
circle, it's centered in the space that's showing.
Yes,
Yeah, there you go.
like so. All right.
Because when you use liquid glue, you cannot tear that off.
Nope, you sure can't. You sure can't. All right. There we So what I did is I went ahead and put my dimensionals on ahead of time.
Look
You
at you.
can Julie's.
Okay, what did you just do there? Share that tip.
Oh, something I learned in Denver, which was, I don't know, 1,000 years ago. But it was so hot, and they were um, using trucks to bring product up from Salt Lake, Riverton up to Denver. And so that nobody could get their backings off their dimensional. So they stuck their nails in them in the center, and it kind of starts to pull up the the
The,
backing. So
the
it's easy.
sides, yeah, so you can grab it underneath. I love that tip.
Yep. How many of you were in Denver?
That was 2008.
Wow. All right, so I'm going to go over here like so. Now, the question I have, Julie, do I cut this stem off a little bit?
Oh gosh, I feel like you're going away. I think that it will stay on the front and you can tuck it, even with the stem there. So I think I'd leave
Mm,
it.
okay. And I also did a little butterfly.
Oh,
It's sitting on a glue dot. And let's put him kind of right here,
cute.
kind of climbing up. All right. So we're almost done. We just have to add our bling. So the question, Julie, now on my sample, I
Mhm.
used gold.
Oh. I
So
do
what would
like
you
gold, but let's use pink to be different.
pink to be different? So this is what they would look like on here.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's do
I
that.
don't know. I do like the gold better.
Oh, do you want gold? I'm fine with you.
Uh,
I did too because of the colors that I used.
yeah. Either way, I think they're both lovely. So,
Take a pick. This is your card.
okay, gold.
Okay. Oh, that's my daughter. All right.
Your producer would like me to let you know that you have 5 minutes left on your timer.
Oh, yes. Then I need to hustle this. Well, I don't quite like that's where it is, but it's done. Ta-da! Here's the card. Oh, I never showed you samples. Okay. So last week at Hostess Club, we did this project, which was the faux stair
Ooh.
step. This is the label from the label set.
Oh, I love that.
I use different gems, which I may trade out. I may change these. But and then the inside, I
Oh,
I varied the colors of the little flower.
it's very pretty. I like
So
that.
this is why I don't have any of this paper left.
Oh,
And then a long time ago, probably shortly after this came out, we did this project.
oh, I love that. That's so
And
springy.
yeah, and that's why I don't have any of this paper left.
Oh,
The back side is kind of an all over floral pattern. Okay, so that being said, I am going to flip my camera.
what a lovely card. I like the way that turned
Why,
out.
thank you so much. All right, there we go. I had to stop this here. All right, so here is my matchbook card.
Oh,
And I will alter the dimensions in the description of my video so you have the exact measurements that I use since I lopped off a little bit. All right, well, we got a busy week ahead because you and I are going to be together next Saturday.
yay! I'm looking
Saturday,
forward to that.
at an event our district manager is putting on for all the Great Lakes demonstrators. So that's going to be a lot of fun, including a shoebox swap. So
Mhm.
bonus, we get to come and stay with you. We also get to see your Uncle Tom and Aunt Kathy. And extra bonus, special bonus, we get to see Claire Pitch.
Yay!
I'm excited for that. So anyway, Julie, do you have anything to add before we say a fond farewell?
I don't think so. What a great project this
Oh,
week. I
thank
really
you.
enjoyed your take on the mixed media floral.
Thank you so much. All right. Well, then, until next Sunday, stamping with Susan and Julie. Have a wonderful week, everybody. We can't wait to see you again. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye,
Bye,
Mom.
Julie.
Love
Love
you.
you.